Hey Aries, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you who are new to the channel, I am Nicole, and for those of you returning, welcome back. Guys, this is going to be a reading for October for Aries. Don't mind, I am chilling out at home trying to get some things accomplished. It's kind of late, so I'm cozy and comfy this evening because I get these out to you all. So this is going to be a collective message for Aries, like I said. Guys, this is always take what resonates, leave whatever does not behind. Again, for October, I am available for personal readings on a limited basis, and that information can be found in the description box below as well as the About section of the page. And let's see. Again, take what resonates, leave whatever does not. Cross-watcher if this message is for you. You guys discern. Accordingly, this will be for your sun, your moon, your rising, and Venus. So let's hop in and see what's up for October for you all. So hope you guys are having a good day, and pardon if you hear any thudding. It's like animals have gone wild here today, so everybody's being night owls tonight. So all right, Spirit for Aries. Spirit's telling me, excuse me, collectively, this is for all of you. That's an interesting message. All right. Spirit, this is for Aries. I hope everybody's having a good week. I hope September and Mercury retrograde have been kind to you. It's been a little wild for me. All right, Aries, let's see what's happening here. Excuse me. All right, take the first one. Aries for October, please. I'm hearing losing connection with the past, first off, which is interesting to me. You've got the card of lust, you've got the card of letting go, and you've got don't forget reminder. All right, so let's see. There's those, and then listening. All right, so overall energy, lust, letting go, reminder. I am using the Wisdom of the House of Night Oracle to kind of get an overall. So interesting enough, guys, like I feel for some of you, there may have been a very passionate connection in the past, and Aries being a fire sign, where you may be understanding that it is time to let this go. And this to me, this may have started sometime around the time frame of April, where there was a need to understand that this connection, and you know, guys, like I feel about love, like I don't ever intend it to be a love reading, but what comes up comes up. Where this may have been a need to transform your energies, change things, finding some creativity within yourself that was not something that you were in touch with in the past. But it's like there's something about this connection that keeps nudging at you, and it's kind of like this drawback to like almost reminiscing of the situation of why, you know, was it, to me, this connection was very much based on a physicality level more than anything else. There's a desire for need, there's a desire for touch, there's a desire for love, there's a desire for all these in-depth intimacy matters at hand, rather than I don't even want to say what felt good to your soul, because I feel like to you it may have really spoken to your soul. Like the idea of this relationship was very intoxicating. And maybe for some of you, not all of you, you're being asked to forget. Like your soul's calling you to forget so that you can move on. And for some others of you, it's like it's slowly fading into the distance. It's still slowly fading into the background. You're letting it slip out of your hands. And I think truthfully that this is for your highest good. There's a call to listen to your soul and what it's asking you to do. Very interesting message to get started with. So let's see. I'm just going to get a few cards for the past energy of the situation. For Aries, please. King of Fire, card of Sag. I don't feel like you had a lot. Six of Air, so Six of Wands, or I'm sorry, Six of Swords. I don't feel like there was ever, before that Six of Air even came out, like someone was always checking out. You could never get on the same page. You could never be in the same point of motivation, where maybe one day you were motivated to get things accomplished, the other person wasn't, and there was this back and forth pulling. And you know, it was always someone just taking the road of out. Eight of Fire, so fast movement. You know, it was every time it was like a false start. Every time you turned around, there was a false start to the situations. Even though that, you know, I don't always read reversals. These are not in reverse. But to me, though, this, again, never being on the same page. Now my nose is itching. Somebody's talking about me. Superstitious, right? Never being on the same page. But when you decided to start to let go of this in the past, when it happened very quickly. So if you made a quick exit, a quick I gotta go, something's not working out. King of Fire here also, to me, can be very domineering, be very in their ego, very much, what's the word? Just tyranny, perhaps, you know, might be the word for it there. So when it was like, when you seen that this situation wasn't changing for the better, when you had to make an exit, you had to make it fast. So present energy, we've got the Nine of Water, or Nine of Cups, Four of Earth, so the Four of Pentacles there. This is the Angel Tarot deck that I'm using, and then the Knight of Earth, Nine of Water. Yeah, you're leaving this energy behind, and you know, I'm not real sure at this point, and we'll clarify why this is coming, the past is coming through so significantly right now to me. But you understand that you've got to rebalance and reconnect to what your foundations are. You may be in a space right now where you're recreating foundations solely for yourself at this time. Stepping into that passionate, determined energy as well. So you're taking like responsibility for who you are, for your life and the things that need to change, and you're honoring yourself by doing this. Understanding that you know, you're being guided to get to your point of wish fulfillment, where maybe you felt like things were constantly being left out in the past, or again, that lack of getting together on the same page with somebody, where they were kind of checking out. There was a lot of, again, passion and energy and drive to be together, but it was very, Spirit is saying, heavy. You know, when you can't connect with somebody on the same frequency, it does become extremely heavy from time to time. So moving into the future energy, I can't even think today, gosh. You've got the Three of Cups, Six of Wands. Spirit's saying quick recovery, and Queen of Earth. You're stepping into that amazing place of being grounded, being very responsible, being very stable, being very understanding of your circumstances, and bossing up. No longer taking any shit, no longer seeing a lack of who you are. And then you've got the Two of Air, the Two of Wands. To me, this is often sometimes waiting or trying to make a decision. To me, this to me comes through going, or I'm sorry, Two of Air is the Two of Swords. My brain is done. I've been at this all day today. I'm so sorry. But either way though, I'm seeing this not as an upright Two of Air, but rather coming out of that indecision aspect of things, being very clear about what it is that you need to do, and just doing what you've got to do, doing it quickly too. I like it. I like that. So let's do a little bit of clarifying for you guys. Let's clarify this King of Fire. The Nine of Pentacles. To me, this was very much their way or the highway type of energy. You know, Aries, if this is for you, and you were being in this stubborn energy, this is how it's got to be, this fixated idea, it wasn't serving of you, and you may have seen somebody exit your life and exit pretty quickly. So cross watcher, if this is, vice versa, guys. I mean, you apply the roles as they fit. I feel like I'm stuttering, and you may have, like, the way it's coming out, like I almost feel robotic. You may have just been going through the motions every single day, not being able to decipher what you needed, rather understanding like what it was that they wanted, kind of like selling yourself short. Because it's like when their presence comes in and it's domineering, and it's like looking down at you going, what are you doing? It's like you froze up and not knowing what to do, losing your sense of self in that, because it's like, what do I have to do to make them happy? But when this starts to fall apart, it falls apart fast and quickly. So 6 of air. You guys got me all up in my head right now. Wow. All right. 5 of cups. Yeah, sorrow. So somebody checks out that six of air, 6 of swords, moving on to something else, moving out of that position. And it may have been a very painful, situation where there may be some regrets, like questioning, and I'm hearing, why didn't this work? It doesn't have to work. I was sitting outside for a minute before I decided to come in and do this reading. And as I was speaking with Spirit, I'm hearing who was enabling who. And I was like, well, let's see what happens when I lay these cards down for you guys. I was setting the intention of doing this reading, and I kept hearing who's enabling who. And I feel like this is a matter of somebody not pulling their weight. I'm going to go back to what I heard when I was sitting there, taking a moment to ground my own self and getting the messages for you guys. And it's like, if you were in a situation where somebody was doing half the work but expecting the full reward, and you were picking up the weight of that, what the hell? Like, if you're at work, okay, and you've got 5 people, we're going to use the number 5 for whatever, 5 of cups, there you go. You've got 5 people at work, and everybody but this one person is doing their job, and now you're all responsible for picking up the slack of what this person wasn't doing. When it comes to our spiritual growth, when it comes to our soul contracts, when it comes to the things that we're responsible for in this life, there is no boss saying, I don't care how it gets done, just get it done. God, the divine, the universe, spirit, whatever you put your faith into when it comes to your soul's purpose, they don't keep score of what everybody else is doing on your behalf. You are responsible for that. So if you want to half-ass lessons in this life, your soul, your higher power, whatever you want to call it, keeps track of what you're doing. You don't get paid out for doing half-ass lessons. You're going to repeat lessons. Nobody's going to pick up the slack for you. Nobody's going to do it for you. So Aries, if this is you and you're half-assing certain things, whether it's in relationships, business, family, you're not pulling your weight, you're going to repeat this over and over again until you get it right. They're keeping track. Now, if you're dealing with somebody who is not pulling their weight, you're enabling them if you're doing the work for them. And ultimately, you're stunting their growth and you're stunting yours, because you're putting in time, energy, and effort that's not being reciprocated as a result of this. And I don't know why this message of the past is coming in so significantly, and Spirit's saying because you don't need to repeat it. They're saying do not repeat it. Do not repeat it. You walked away, you got out of a situation, do not repeat it. And you may be seeing people now in your current energy that may make you question whether or not you're seeing things in like a clear capacity. You may be even with that 2 of air there, even though like I feel like this is you coming out of some indecision, I also feel like, are you seeing things clearly? Is the choice that you're making, like, do you feel like the rose-colored glasses are off? Have you learned the lessons of the past when dealing with a particular person or situation? Because I think that's really important to remember right now. So let's pull a card here on this 8 of fire, 10 of cups in reverse, and 8 of cups upright, the world. Yeah, significant changes. Like, I think you held on to this for such a long time. So this is, like I think I said in this particular line, this is a long time coming. that fast moving energy. When it happened, and it happened quickly. There was time to check out. That your 10 of Cups was not in that space. Your cups were empty, they were knocked over, they were spilt, they were ignored, they were diminished. It didn't work. It just did not work at all. And you were aware of that. But finally, like, I feel like something snapped. Like, if this was a matter of feeling that physical connection for you, all of a sudden it was like, there's more. Like, there was this understanding that you have put into maybe the physical side of the connection for so long, and it just, that was not enough. That's never enough. Does your soul meet their soul? Because if not, it doesn't work at all. And then you have to have trust and communication and all the other foundations that go into it. And I don't feel like you got that. 9 of Water. The Tower and the 3 of Swords came out. So I'm going to take it. Let's take a look here. And do a little more clarifying. You got the 7 of Cups with the 4 of Pentacles. I think this might have come out in the daily reading about holding off until you found something. Like, you weren't going to just give in to just anything. You were going to, you know, hold your reserve, basically. I do feel like, you know, with the pain of the past that cleared literally everything. And for some of you, you may have lost absolutely everything there was to lose. Because this could have been job, this could have been money, this could have been business, this could have been home, this could be literally like a cyclone comes in and just wipes out every fucking thing you ever thought you had. Hardcore learning of a lesson here. And it's like, it took that to make you see that this was not your wish fulfillment. And now you may be looking around going, I have all of these options, but I'm without a person. I'm without a person to share in this journey with. And that may leave you in a space sometimes where you feel lonely, because you're very dedicated to what you're doing. You know, you take it and you run with it, and you're loyal with what you do and how you do it. But at times it may feel very lonely to you in the present energy. So, you know, for every dark day we have, there's another light one, right? So you're hanging on to the choices that exist. You've got the Son of Pentacles and the Knight of Earth, same difference there. I do feel like you've got somebody around you who is trying to show you a space of stability, who's trying to show you this, but you may be looking back at the past with this regret and remorse and not knowing how to get out of that space still, and you know, carrying that forward a little bit with you at this time. So moving into future conditions, 3 of Water, 10 of Wands. Don't get stubborn. You know, this is, even though this is the future situation, right? I feel like some of you feel like it's too hard to work with other people right now. You may have spent a lot of time dealing with various energies through this transition, and through this, you may have felt, I'm going to call it submerged in this burden and in this doubt, and you may be carrying a lot of burden, you know, through. But I also feel like if you guys would open up a little bit, there's going to be people around you that want to help you. And it's like, I know me personally, I'm a fixed sign, I'm a Scorpio. Asking for help is like, I'll be damned before I do. So for you guys, like, that's kind of like the same kind of feeling I'm getting, is like, I'll just do it. I'll figure it out. I don't really need help. And sometimes too many hands in the pot can create other issues. So just, you know, pay attention. If there are people around you that are more of a hindrance than a help, okay, then fine. Don't go there. But if there are people that are willing to come in and help you with the best of intentions, let them help you go through this growth. You will learn to work with people again. You will learn to work with other energies. 6 of Fire, Father of Cups. What did I tell you? Somebody is coming in. Somebody is trying to show you things, and dealing with your emotions may be very overwhelming at this time because you don't know how. It's almost like you were broken. You were broken down so far to some point that it was like, I know, like, this part of me is hurt and broken, and it doesn't know how to work well with others anymore. I don't know how to play nice with others. It can become scary, but this to me is, you're coming from a place of fear. And this fear is going to hold you back if you don't step outside of that. The number 14, Spirit just gave me the number 14, which I don't know why that is a number, that's what's coming through. So 14 may be very important to you. And somehow it's related to this Father of Cups. So Spirit gives me things sometimes it makes absolutely no sense to me at all. Some of you may have known this person for 14 years or something to that effect. That's how it's kind of coming through. 10 of Pentacles underneath. And there you are, like suspended. The world, like something else is closed out, and it's like you feel trapped. And I feel like it's the emotions, because honestly, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 cards of cups on here, but the only one that I see that's worth a shit, really, is the Father of Cups and the 9 of Cups. But the 9 of Cups is clarified with the Tower and the 3 of Swords. You know, so it's like this 6 of Fire, this victory, this success, someone's trying to show you the way, but you have to be open to see that. So let yourself open up to that. You know, no more fear. Like, it's almost like being afraid of success, right? Like being afraid of success, holding on because you've created some type of foundation for yourself right now that it's just comfortable to sit in it. So you're just going to sit in it. You're just going to stay in it. Because if you have to make a move, you don't know what the outcome is going to be. So it's easier to just not move at all. All right, clarify the Queen of Earth for Aries, please. You know, this particular card says, make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. I'm telling you, people are coming in to help you. And particularly this Queen of Cups, you may be dealing with a Scorpio. You may have Scorpio in your chart. 6 of Pentacles, because this person is going to reciprocate. Where you may not have had that reciprocation in the past, this person is going to reciprocate your energy. Like I said earlier, like if they're half-assing, or you were the one that's half-assing, who's ever doing it, and it's leaving the person who's putting in the work feeling very left out, very tired, very drained. You don't have to worry about this anymore. Like, this person is coming in with the best of intentions. They see you wanting to reciprocate. Give a little bit. Do not let what has happened in the past like scar you for the rest of your life. That's just not fair to you, and it's not fair to the next person, because I hear from you, you want love. You got the Knight of Fire and the 2 of Water, 2 of Cups there. Like, you know what you want. It's kind of like going, telling everybody around you that you're not interested in love, but then going home at night by yourself and being like, geez, I wish I had somebody. So, you know, and it leaves you feeling stuck. It's like, well, I could, that would be nice, but, you know, so just open yourself up to it. Just let people help you. It's okay to protect yourself, but you also have to be open. Because I feel like if you can get past this state of fear, and it's funny because I feel like you're you know, that reminder card to me is like you may be hearing songs, you may be hearing somebody say something that is repetitive to this person that you either left or they left you, whatever it was. And it may be striking a chord within you that makes you think back to those moments. But it's funny because I'm hearing this clicking sound but as soon as that comes in for you, for every like good memory, we'll call it, that you have of this situation, all of a sudden it's like, aha, And I believe that was also in today's daily, those aha moments or something to that effect. But then you're also remembering all the strife. So for every good memory, you're able to remember 2 bad ones that countered that one, right? It's kind of like a one lie will destroy 1,000 truths. Same difference. Same difference there. So, if you were the one who had to walk away because it wasn't being reciprocated, that's okay. But it doesn't have to scar you for the rest of your life. And if crosswatcher, or whoever, it could be Aries, it could be the crosswatcher if that's your thing. If you were the one that checked out on this person, let this be a lesson to you. It's time to step your game up and take care of yourself and your responsibilities. But this person's energy, whoever you're dealing with, Aries, it's almost like if it wasn't you, there would be somebody else. And there probably is somebody else that's now dealing with their bullshit. Let them. They're going to learn the same lesson you did in the long run. So if that's what they want to do, if word didn't get around that they don't know, that's not on you anymore. Let everybody figure it out for themselves. You worry about your own soul's growth, and the hell with the rest of it. All right, guys, let's get you a card or 2 or 3 of advice and see what comes up. Advice for Aries for October, please. I think it's really important. I think you keep going back and remembering how vulnerable you were at one point, how bare you were to this somebody, and trying to find a way to get back to yourself to be bare and vulnerable again. But it's learning to have faith that not every person is the same person that you've dealt with in the past. 31, trust yourself. And for some of you, I feel like you may have been in a position at some point where you questioned your own faith in yourself, your own, did I not see this? Did I not understand this? So you may be at a point where you're questioning yourself, but I'm also hearing through that you've become a warrior. Spirit is saying you're now a warrior where you weren't before. Or not even that you weren't, where you just didn't know that you had it in you. You had the forces of protection around you to guide you through, but I keep seeing you looking back at the past. Let the past be a lesson. Drop the baggage before you move forward. You have to drop that baggage. And one more card, please, Spirit. There we go. Conscious connections. I feel like you're connecting with yourself more than anything at this point. It's funny, all these cards in the Sacred Rebels deck, I always see the same thing when I use them for you guys. It's crazy. So conscious connections, you got 4, 4, and 8. 4 and 4 is 8, 8, 8. So 4s and 8s are important. But I feel like you're evolving into a new you. You really are. I feel like for as much of I'm going to call it Aries faster paced. I've got an Aries rising, we get determined and it's just go mode, right? We get into that space and it's go, go, go. But I feel like all of a sudden you're slowing down. You're slowing down and connecting with yourself. And I think that's very, very important for you guys at this time. A lot of self-care seems to be happening, a lot of self-nurturing at this time. You may be in a bit of hermit mode, even though he's not out here, where you're just taking the time to reflect at this point. Guys, what I will say about this reading is that I may turn around in a week and do another reading for you guys because it got a lot of minor arcanas. So that energy can change in the drop of a hat. So today, this may just be where you are. Whenever you hear this message, this is when it's meant for you. You may be catching yourself in these spaces of, reminiscing, going back, thinking about it, trying to put an end to things for yourself once and for all so that you can move forward in a more loving space. But I feel like you're working on yourself. I feel like some of you are getting fit too. Maybe going back to the gym and doing things like that, where all of a sudden you're finding this drive to care for yourself. For some of you, don't know why, like I always get feeling attached to the body. Someone else around me could be sick and all of a sudden I get sick and then they tell me and then I'm fine. It's really crazy like that. But the left, especially for females, left side, pay attention to anything that's going on to your left lower abdomen, to make sure that everything is healthy and well there is how that comes across. Again, I'm not a medical doctor by any means, but that's what's coming up. So for some of you too, if you do not want to have children, I would be cautious. Spirit's also saying fertile. So if you play with fire, you get burned. So careful, be adults, be responsible adults at this time. All right, Aries, I think that's all I've got for you. No more fear. Open up, allow yourself to meet these conscious connections that are trying to come in, whoever it is that's trying to come in and help you. Not everybody is the same. So I do. Hopefully if I have some time, I'm going to dive into another reading for you guys. I'm really curious moving forward through October what shifts because of these minors that are laying here. I mean, you've got the Tower, which is the card of Capricorn, Scorpio also. And other than that, I mean, that's it. But big changes had to happen to get you here. So don't be hateful of it. Don't deny it. Learn the lesson and move forward. So I hope you guys have a fantastic October. I will see you soon and on the next one. If you found this video resonates for you, please hit that like button. And if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. You're going to get a notification when that next Aries video comes out, and hopefully see you guys on a more projected path forward that's not reminiscing of the losses from the past. So, but still, not a bad reading. It always gets better. And then for April's a time marker for you as well. April, yeah, definitely. 4, 5, 6, April, May, June. So, all right, guys, have a wonderful month, and I will see you soon. Bye.